Hello everybody, welcome to the shop. Doing a little bit of work on the Kawasaki Mule model 2510. I had an issue with this, and the previous owner had the same issue, where you'd try to start it and you'd get like 10 or 15 solenoid clicks for every actual engine crank for the turn of the key. And he said he hadn't figured it out. He said he put a new solenoid on it. He said it was a good quality solenoid. I don't know if it was OEM, but it doesn't matter. And it still had that problem. So I thought, well, you know, I'll just get another solenoid. Maybe it's junk. So I got another solenoid. And it is kind of a pain to get to. That little shiny bit down there, that's where it is. But it's actually not the worst thing in the world to get to. Anyway, so I loosened it up. I took all the nuts off. There's only two, or these here. But the problem I had, and I can show you since I got this one, you know, it mounts obviously here with these studs. This end is covered by the hole in the starter where it goes, and of course here's the battery terminals. Oddly enough, you only use one of these terminals. But anyway, this little stud that actuates everything, see, it's got like a little top hat on it, so it catches on whatever is in there. I assume when it operates it pulls in, so it needs that to pull whatever it's actuating inside the starter. So I have no idea how you're supposed to unhook this, because it's just in there. You can see there's the shiny stud. And then well, I don't know, it's hard for you to see, but trust me, it's in there. I got it loose, I was pulling on it, and it just would not come out. So I went on YouTube looking for how to change a solenoid, and I didn't find that, but I found a video by a guy. I forget his name, but I'll try to put it down in the description. He does a lot of small engine stuff. He showed a fix for how to fix the Kawasaki and Briggs, all these starters, small engine starters with a solenoid on it like that. It doesn't make any sense. When I was watching it, I was like, what the hell is this guy doing? It doesn't make any sense at all. He said, but he even himself said, I don't know why it works or how it works, but it does work. And it definitely does. So, there's nothing wrong with that solenoid. Leave it alone. Take off the original battery cable. So there's going to be a cable going from the battery to the hot stud on the solenoid. Take that off. Get another battery cable, run it from that solenoid to a secondary solenoid or relay. And this cable is the one that goes to the battery. Take the original trigger wire or start wire that originally plugged onto the solenoid. This is what comes from your key switch. Make an extension wire and put that on the trigger terminal of the new extra relay. Lastly, make a little jumper wire going from the big power terminal on your stock solenoid to the trigger terminal on your stock solenoid. So when you turn your key, you're sending power through the trigger wire, trigger the solenoid. Now, just a side note, I haven't mounted this yet. I just tested it, so I have this clip here to ground the solenoid. But with these solenoids, this mounting base here has to be grounded to the frame for it to work. Anyway, when you turn your key, power goes through the trigger wire, triggers your secondary relay. Power comes from your battery, through the relay, out through your new cable, to the solenoid, the factory solenoid, and instantaneously as the power is coming down the cable, it also triggers the factory solenoid and it cranks over. Now, why that works, how that works is beyond me. If somebody has an idea, let me know. But it's really doing the same thing. There's power here, and you're putting juice to the skinny wire to actuate the solenoid. It shouldn't work. It makes no sense whatsoever. That's why I like gears and not electrons. Electricity is great, but it's just so fucking confusing sometimes. This makes no sense whatsoever, but it works. Every time. That would not have happened before. You have gotten click, 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 and sometimes a crank. So, I don't know. Don't ask me. But, there you go. So if you have a Kawasaki Mule or some other similar small engine with that similar setup where you have that solenoid on the starter rather than a relay like that and you're having issues, give it a try. So that's it, everybody. Thanks for watching. And you know, leave a comment down there, hit the like button and the subscribe buttons over there. Keep up to date with all these cool, fun new projects. And thanks for watching. Come on back for more.